Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode from BT Smart Academy. I'm Ali, your expert host, and today we're going to explore the top skills that can make or break your next job interview. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, these insights will help you stand out from the crowd. Joining me is my co host, Sarah. Sarah, what are you most excited about today?
Hi, Sarah. I'm so excited to be here. I think this topic is incredibly relevant, especially in today's fast paced job market. I'm curious, what's the first skill you think is crucial for impressing in an interview?
Great question. The first skill that comes to mind is communication. Being able to articulate your thoughts clearly and confidently is essential. Think about it. If you can't explain your ideas or experiences effectively, it can be a major red flag for employers. For example, let's say you're applying for a marketing role. How would you explain a successful campaign you led? It's not just about the results, it's about how you convey the process and the impact.
That makes a lot of sense. I remember interviewing for a marketing position once, and I was asked to walk the interviewer through a project I managed. I was so nervous, but I tried to break it down step by step. Do you have any tips for someone who might struggle with this?
Absolutely. One effective technique is the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. This helps you structure your responses in a clear and concise way. For instance, you might start by describing the situation, then the task you were given, the actions you took, and finally, the results you achieved. It's a proven method to keep your answers organized and impactful. Plus, practicing with a friend or using a mirror can really help you refine your delivery.
The STAR method sounds really helpful. Moving on, what about problem solving and critical thinking? I feel like these skills are often overlooked but can make a huge difference in an interview.
You're absolutely right. Problem solving and critical thinking are crucial, especially in roles that require you to tackle complex challenges. Employers want to see that you can think on your feet and come up with innovative solutions. If you're in a technical field, you might be asked to solve a coding problem during the interview. How you approach the problem, the steps you take, and the reasoning behind your decisions are all important. It's not just about getting the right answer, it's about demonstrating your thought process.
That's a great point. I once had an interview where they gave me a hypothetical scenario and asked me to solve it. I was so nervous, but I tried to break it down logically. How can someone prepare for these types of questions?
Preparation is key. One way to get ready is to practice with real world scenarios. You can find case studies online or create your own based on the types of problems you might face in your role. Another tip is to use the SARA method: situation, analysis, response, and assessment. This helps you break down the problem, analyze the factors involved, propose a solution, and then assess the potential outcomes. It's a structured way to show your critical thinking skills.
The SARA method seems like a great tool. Speaking of tools, adaptability and flexibility are also important, right? How can someone demonstrate these skills in an interview?
Absolutely. Adaptability and flexibility are highly valued, especially in fast paced and dynamic work environments. To demonstrate these skills, you can share examples of times when you had to pivot or adjust your approach to meet changing circumstances. For instance, if you're in a project management role, you might talk about a project that faced unexpected challenges and how you adapted your plan to keep it on track. Employers want to see that you can handle change and stay focused on the goals.
That's a great example. I once had to completely change a project plan when a key team member left unexpectedly. It was challenging, but we managed to keep the project moving. What about leadership and teamwork? How can someone showcase these skills?
Leadership and teamwork are critical, especially for roles that involve managing others or working in a team. To demonstrate leadership, you can share examples of times when you took the initiative, motivated others, or led a successful project. For teamwork, focus on your ability to collaborate, communicate effectively, and contribute to a positive team dynamic. For example, you might talk about a team project where you played a key role in resolving conflicts or driving the team towards a common goal. Employers want to see that you can work well with others and contribute to a harmonious work environment.
Those are fantastic points. I remember a time when I had to step up and lead a team when our manager was out sick. It was a bit daunting, but it taught me a lot about leadership. Moving on, what about technical proficiency and continuous learning? How can someone highlight these skills?
Technical proficiency is crucial, especially in specialized roles. You should be able to demonstrate your knowledge and skills in the specific tools and technologies relevant to your field. For example, if you're in IT, you might talk about your experience with the latest software or programming languages. Continuous learning is equally important. Show that you're committed to staying updated and improving your skills. You can mention any recent certifications, courses, or projects you've completed to enhance your expertise. Employers value candidates who are eager to learn and grow.
That's really helpful. I've been taking a lot of online courses to stay current. What about emotional intelligence? How can someone showcase this in an interview?
Emotional intelligence is all about understanding and managing your emotions and the emotions of others. To demonstrate this, you can share examples of times when you showed empathy, handled difficult situations with grace, or built strong relationships with colleagues. For instance, you might talk about a time when you had to mediate a conflict between team members or how you supported a colleague who was going through a tough time. Employers want to see that you can navigate interpersonal dynamics effectively.
That's a great point. I once had to help a colleague who was feeling overwhelmed, and it really made a difference. Time management and organization are also important, right? How can someone highlight these skills?
Absolutely. Time management and organization are essential for meeting deadlines and staying productive. To showcase these skills, you can discuss your methods for prioritizing tasks, setting goals, and staying on track. For example, you might talk about how you use tools like calendars, to-do lists, or project management software to keep your work organized. You can also share specific instances where you successfully managed multiple projects or deadlines. Employers want to see that you can handle a busy workload without compromising on quality.
Those are great tips. I use a digital planner to keep everything organized, and it really helps. What about creativity and innovation? How can someone demonstrate these skills in an interview?
Creativity and innovation are highly valued, especially in roles that require fresh ideas and new solutions. To highlight these skills, you can share examples of times when you came up with creative solutions to problems or implemented innovative strategies. For instance, if you're in marketing, you might talk about a unique campaign you created that stood out in a crowded market. You can also discuss any side projects or hobbies that showcase your creative thinking. Employers want to see that you can think outside the box and bring new ideas to the table.
That's so inspiring. I once created a unique social media campaign for a small business, and it really took off. What about resilience and persistence? How can someone demonstrate these qualities?
Resilience and persistence are crucial for overcoming challenges and staying motivated. To showcase these qualities, you can share examples of times when you faced setbacks but didn't give up. For example, you might talk about a project that didn't go as planned and how you adjusted your approach and ultimately succeeded. You can also discuss any personal or professional challenges you've overcome. Employers want to see that you have the grit to push through tough times and achieve your goals.
That's so true. I once had a project that failed, but I learned so much from it and came back stronger. Finally, what about networking and relationship building? How can someone highlight these skills?
Networking and relationship building are essential for career growth and success. To demonstrate these skills, you can share examples of how you've built and maintained professional relationships, such as through industry events, mentoring, or collaboration. You can also discuss any leadership roles you've had in professional organizations or how you've leveraged your network to achieve career goals. Employers want to see that you can connect with others and build a strong professional network.
Those are fantastic tips, Ali. I've been actively networking, and it's made a huge difference. Well, that wraps up our episode on the top skills to highlight in an interview. Thank you so much, Ali, for all the valuable insights and real-world examples. And thank you, listeners, for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with your friends and colleagues. Until next time, stay motivated and keep mastering your career.
Thanks, Sarah. It's always a pleasure to chat with you, And to our listeners, keep pushing the boundaries and never stop learning. We'll see you on the next episode of Career Mastery. Take care.